So welcome back to CBT Toolbox Stress Management Unit, Part 3. So we left off about talking about exposure therapy. So exposure therapy has been used in like PTSD, like with military, and it's also been used with phobias. So what it does is kind of expose the person that they have fear of or that's triggering those the PTSD symptoms or phobia, and it kind of helps them like confront the situations that you would rather avoid. So like for example, like such as if airplanes, if you have a fear of flying, uh, this can lead to temporary stress or anxiety. So it's kind of like the exposure could be like, okay, well, what about you look at an airplane? Okay, now that you're more comfortable, let's watch some videos of airplanes. All right, now let's pretend that we're gonna be going on an airplane, so you're gonna go through, and kind of just like creating a scene like that. Then like the last step would be like, okay, what about you try going on an airplane? So that's kind of like example of an exposure therapy. However, working with a skilled therapist will minimize any risks. The coping skills you learn can help you manage and conquer negative feelings and fears. And I have my master's in social work, and I am trained in CBT. I actually use CBT a lot in my sessions, and I do use this like workbook too, and it's been really helpful. So now we're just going to go into the stress management. So the last couple slides were about like a little introduction about CBT. If you want to learn more, I left a link at the end of this lecture about where I got that information if you want to learn more about CBT. So if you have the workbook, this would be in Chapter 3, the stress management units. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. I will post what is in that chapter on the slide, and even the worksheet that we'll be focusing on this week. But before I do that, I'll just like kind of go into a little bit about stress. So what is stress? So stress is the body's reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or response. So our bodies are constantly under stress. So it's not always bad. It could be good. Like if you're in a situation that you're in danger, it's actually good to have stress because that will help you save your life by getting you out in that situation. So it's the body reacts to these changes with physical, mental, and emotional responses. So like I said, stress is a normal part of life. You can experience stress from your environment, your body, and your thoughts. Even positive life changes, such as a promotion, a mortgage, a new place, or a birth of a child, or can produce stress. So how does stress affect your health? So like I said, it is a normal part. Where it becomes kind of detrimental to our body is when the human body is designed to experience stress and react to it. Stress can be positive, keep us alert, motivate us, and ready to avoid danger. Stress becomes negative when a person faces continuous challenges without relief or relaxation between stressors. So I mean your body is constantly on alert, constantly under that like feelings of like I got to get out of the situation, or it's like this situation is making me uncomfortable. So that's like when the body becomes overworked. As a result, the person becomes overworked and stress-related tensions builds. So the body's automatic nervous system has a built-in stress response that causes physiological changes to allow the body to combat stressful situations. So I'm sure you guys have heard of this. It's the stress response is called fight or flight response. So it's activated in case of emergency. However, this response can become chronically activated during prolonged periods of stress. Prolonged activation of the stress response can cause like wear and tear on the body, both physical and emotional. Or I'll stop right here now, and then I'll go over more about stress in the next part.